Counselors Craft a Curious Path with Ruby and Olivia.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Ruby Miller, a multidisciplinary artist, singer-songwriter, therapist, and wisdom seeker with a background in opera, ceramics, and photography.
And I'm Olivia Candosia. I'm an actor, theater director, voiceover artist, early childhood educator, and drama therapist. We are both neurodiverse therapists who strive to infuse more wonder, authenticity, and joy into modern life. We're here to share our hearts and stories, and in turn, listen to yours. Here we gather with you to craft the curious path of life, therapy, and art. Welcome and co-create
Welcome to
with us.
Counselors Craft a Curious Path. We are doing a double episode today. This is part 2. So when Olivia was interviewing the Lovers card, the archetype inside of me, um, she mentioned feeling like there was a monster inside of her recently and feeling like things have been very, very hard, and it's uncharacteristic of Olivia to be in this much pain and to be in this out of balance in pain. And so Olivia was asking for guidance from Caitlin playing the lovers in her. So for me as the lovers about like what should I do with this? And then I playing the lovers was saying, let's talk to the monster in you. And then I thought, okay, this is a natural endpoint for this episode. And then if you're still wanting to continue, I would love to talk to the monster inside of you. So tell me about this part of you that is the monster. What are we calling this part?
We'll call it the monster for now.
Okay. The monster, where do you show up in the room right now with
First
Olivia?
off, I think I'm getting a bad rep by being called the fucking monster.
Do you
I
prefer a different name?
No, I don't prefer a different name, but I think it's quite funny that that's what she's calling me because I really think that I am trying to help her see her worth and value, but it is coming out in a very painful way right now for her.
Oh, what is her worth and value that you're trying to
Um,
communicate to her?
I think I yes, I come out and say some mean things to her. Yes, it is painful, but I think beneath all of it, it is me trying to say you are so worthy, and I just don't have the right language to say that right now.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm just so
Try saying those messages to her. What are the messages that would help her show that
uh,
you're not a monster? Maybe the things you're saying are monstrous. Some of the things and the things she's hearing you say are monstrous, but that you actually have something you'd like to share with her and you'd like to help her.
yeah. Hmm. It's funny. There's like a thing happening right now where there's a monster within the monster.
Tell
Like
me more.
like there is a monster talking to me, the monster, like
Mm,
telling me mean things
mm,
and like trying to like devalue me. And
mm,
that is what I am doing to Olivia in a way of like
mhm,
communicating rage or hate or whatever.
mhm.
And I think the rage and hate is she's hearing it so much of like hurting herself, where it
Yeah.
is actually advocating for herself. And I'm trying to
Mhm,
tell her, like, you made a right decision. You are so brave. You are so smart. It hurts, and I don't know how to use kind words, so I am using these mean words because that is just the way that I was created. But I
mhm.
promise you, I am valuable. And I know you need other parts of you too to hang out, but like, there is so much value in what I am saying, and I am already noticing the way you talk to the patients you work with is different because you have this new access of of this language and pain that you are feeling and this grief. And you have a deeper empathy now because of what I am showing you.
Mhm. Let's talk to the monster in you, monster. What is that monster saying?
Hmm. It's saying, I don't know. It's just a noise now,
What's the noise?
like a buzz, just a pest. Almost saying, no, you're not valuable. No, you're just hurting her. You're just being.
Hmm.
You're just being so mean. Stop it. Stop it. You're
Hmm.
useless. She doesn't deserve this. You're not helping her.
Hmm. I'm thinking of sort of your pain is valid and to take those outbursts as I hear that you're in pain, but the way you're talking to the monster and the way the monster is talking to Olivia, I'm picturing like a Russian doll, like that's
Yes.
not getting the message across
Yes.
those angry outbursts.
Yes. She almost needs to, Olivia, open up the little Russian doll of us
Hmm.
and look at us.
That was my intuition around talking to the monster inside of the monster. Is there a
Yeah.
monster inside of that monster? So to
And
try to
so
kind of crack it all open.
I'm almost feeling compelled to be Olivia talking to them. Does that feel
Okay, do
weird?
you want me to play the monster? Or do you want to just speak as Olivia back and forth?
Hmm. I don't know. Would you feel comfortable playing the monster?
Yeah, I'll do my best to channel your monster.
Then whatever comes up, comes up.
Okay,
Um,
yeah.
I'm so annoyed with you.
I'm honestly so sorry. I know it can be really hard to hear me say these things to you. I'm really sorry. I feel like an awful like teenager who told their mother to like go kill herself or something,
It's all
like
you,
just
Olivia.
really mean things.
I know. I know. But also, thank you.
Thank you for what? Thank me for what?
I guess this is so awful, and I'm so annoyed with you. But I also am like, you're going to show up. You're going to show up many more times in life, and I feel very grateful that I haven't had to have many encounters with you.
Hmm.
Um, but you are showing me kind of a key into or a look into other people's pain.
Hmm.
Um, and showing me that it's not as simple as maybe I talk to others about it being. Like
Hmm. Hmm.
there's so much depth and nuance to you, even if you're saying
Hmm.
very simplistically mean things, whatever. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, there's depth to you.
Yeah, sort of the destructive, impulsive tornado, black hole, like I'm going to tear and rip everything apart. And then at the end of that tirade, I'm in the fetal position crying, saying, like, Olivia, I just want you to be in less pain. I just want you to advocate for yourself.
Mm-hmm. I wonder who we could help befriend with you to give some sort of duality. If we can bring the lovers in and like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm picturing, I feel like a part of Olivia that could really help me would be um the Emperor
mm-hmm.
in her. I feel like my rage needs like a male counterpart with order to
Yeah,
just like grab me with like muscles, to grab me in the fetal position and hold me, but with so much strength that I know I can't fight back. That type of comfort where it's like the fight is over because the father figure is here to just, this is done. I, the father, have made this decision for this to be done. And so that's what I'm picturing as a
It's interesting.
counterweight.
I'm thinking about how the Emperor and the monster did show up at the same time this weekend together, and how
Oh, wow.
it felt really great. I'm thinking I was leading a
Could you
group.
switch to playing the Emperor and I'll keep playing the monster?
Sure. Yeah.
So, what do you have to offer me, Emperor? Because I need a lot of help. I am in so much pain.
You know, I'm here to just show you that you're welcome and that all of even the monster and the monster and the monster and the monster in you are welcome and have purpose even when you're not doing anything, and that it's okay that you make Olivia sad. It's okay that you annoyed her. That's a part of living and existing, and it sucks. Absolutely. But you are important, and you're not, maybe your purpose isn't to be like me, but that's okay. We don't need a million of me. I'm just here to comfort and guide you and have you sit on my lap while we're leading a group. And during that group, you can whisper in my ear and say, but don't forget, there's still pain. And I can go, you are so right. This is an important thing to acknowledge with people and others, that yes, this hope I bring is great, but also acknowledging it's like a systematic kind of point of view, right? And you're providing that lens for me, who is very strong and independent in that way, but I still need help. And so you heard me.
You know what? I'm feeling like my purpose in Olivia is to alert her that she's in a lot of pain and that I've tried to do that with really destructive behavior and language. But I feel much clearer in my purpose of saying, Olivia, I, the monster in you, I am alerting you. You are in a lot of pain. We need to address this pain, and that is my purpose, and that is my wisdom, and that is my message.
Hmm. And it's probably not fun to see a sobbing face talk to you all the time. That's got to be very exhausting.
Who's saying that to who?
That's the Emperor saying it to the monster. Like, man, when Olivia's interacting with you, she's really, really
Mhm.
going through it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm feeling a lot of compassion for Olivia because of the way you're talking to me, Emperor, because I do feel like my behavior has reinforced that Olivia should be afraid of me because I say things that are very scary that if they were true, Olivia might die.
Mhm.
And so I feel like you're almost acting as a mediator. This is like the lover's card, like you're the angel
Mhm.
acting as a mediator between me and Olivia, saying like, "Hey, monster, you have something to say. This is how I'd like you to say it. This is how
Yeah.
you can communicate this." So then Olivia will hear me.
So I'm curious as the Emperor, when Olivia is like almost ripping at her chest or making that sort of gesture, almost as if she's trying to rip you out, what can you say or do in those moments?
Mhm. Olivia, right now, I am in so much pain, and you are in so much pain, but this won't last forever, and I just need a little of your attention, and then I will happily give the mic to a different part. I don't need endless space in you. I just need your acknowledgement.
Hmm. I, as Olivia, am here now, and I want to know, Monster, are you always going to be here?
I will always be inside of you, but I don't need to take as much attention as I have from you recently, and I regret the ways in which I've behaved. But I think what I'm trying to tell you is you are in pain. You need to slow down. You need to take some time to take care of yourself, and you need to acknowledge me. Like I just want acknowledgement. But
It's
I've
really
been with you always.
it's really hard acknowledging you because it seems like you don't go
Hmm.
away once I acknowledge you.
I think you've been fighting me.
Yeah.
I think you kind of want me to die. That's the impression I get from you. Like,
Mhm. Mhm.
you wish I would have never been with you. You
Yeah.
wish I would never be with you again, and you wish to eradicate me, almost like exorcise me like a devil inside of you. And if you just accept that I'm here to stay and I've always been here, and you just take my message of, Olivia, you are in a lot of pain right now, that's really all I ask of you.
Yeah.
But you can't deny me.
No. It's hard because I a thing that happens a lot for me is I think that I'm doing a thing or saying a certain thing, but I'm actually not. And so I feel like I have been acknowledging you, but it sounds like I've been really trying to push you down and murder you.
Yeah, I forgot the exact question you asked, but the implication was like, you're visiting me and then you're leaving, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And your tone of voice was not like that at all, but the question made me feel like, oh, you want me to go away? I'm not going to, but I am willing to still compromise with you. It doesn't need to be this bad.
Yeah. Why do I? Why do I have to know that I'm in pain? What good is that?
I think I'm a really important part of the grieving process for you right now, Olivia. How could I not show up? It's like losing a limb, what's happened.
Hmm.
Of course I'll be screaming.
Hmm.
I'm a part of the process, that's why.
What do I do with you? What do I do with you?
That still feels like you're just trying to push me away, that question.
How do I use you? How do I make use of you? I just listen. I just listen to you.
Yeah, I feel like the compromise I'm trying to make with you is I will do my best to share with you that you are in pain, and that is my message, instead of things like you should die or jump off a bridge. Like I want to acknowledge that saying those things
I
has
appreciate
had
that.
an impact that I am not
Yeah.
like I don't want that. I never wanted that. So I'm trying to heal my relationship with you by saying, okay, my end of the deal is I'm going to share with you when you're in pain, and I'll do my best to not include extra things that just freak you out because they would freak anyone out. And then your end of the deal is to acknowledge you're in pain and to address it. And maybe in that moment it's slowing down, maybe it's making art, but some acknowledgement of me and that my pain is valid and that it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay for me to be in pain.
Yeah.
Um, but you really have this energy about you that it almost sounds like you're trying to be inclusive to me, but you really just want me to go away.
Yeah, but I like your compromise, or I don't know what word you said, of
Yeah, compromise.
changing
Yeah.
changing the language. Yeah.
And I'm trying to acknowledge how scary it is for you to hear and for anyone to hear things like, we're in so much pain, we should probably just die. Of
Right.
course.
It's dark in here, so I'm turning on the
Yeah.
lights.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take Caitlin out of the monster role, and we can go back to just us.
Okay. What do you think of what just happened, Olivia?
So wild. I think it is such an interesting.
I cried.
You cried, like immediately. um,
Yes.
Uh, it's so weirdly powerful.
It's so weird. It's so woo-woo and witchy. I love
It's
it so
so woo
much.
woo and witchy, and you really have to just like just dive in
You
and
just have to dive in.
you can't
Exactly.
fucking overthink it. You just have to
Nope.
do it. And you don't have to know what the hell you're talking about because the other person that you're communicating with will help you out. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
it it was extremely helpful. I'm like, oh my god, I just got like a free therapy session. Um, like I
That's how
feel
I feel when we're playing out my part, like with
yes.
the, because we just did a double episode today. So earlier when we were doing the lovers, I was like, oh, I feel like Olivia's giving me a therapy session about like ways to be more grounded in my relationship. And then I feel like for you, it was like ways to make peace with the pain of grieving.
Yeah, it's kind of wild what can happen in 52 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also just I love if listeners are listening to these episodes back to back, the spontaneity that happened because we had originally planned a different card to
Mm-hmm.
do for the second episode today,
Mm-hmm.
but by Caitlin hearing me say, I feel like there's a monster in me, she took that and was like, "Ah, that's a part," and used
Mm-hmm.
that. And it was extremely helpful because what does our supervisor say? He's like, we are limited with our resources of things that we can say, and so whatever we say, there's a reason that we're saying it. And so me saying there's a monster in me, like that obviously was like very relevant to what was going on.
Oh
Um,
yeah. And I think there's something about I was thinking about folks like clients who talk about grief or depression,
mhm.
something about the image of a Russian doll that's all the
Yeah,
dolls are monsters that hit so deeply for me when you were talking about it. And I was like, let's keep digging into this doll because there is an aspect of boundless pain um that is just terrifying. And I think a Russian doll of monsters is a perfect metaphor for just the feeling of never ending pain.
yeah. I was for a moment thinking of like an intervention like an art therapist might have done is like actually make those dolls with a person and write down what
Mhm.
each insides are. And I was kind of visualizing like on the ground all the little monsters, like a Toy
Mhm.
Story
Mhm.
movie, um, which I
Mhm.
think has its value, but also just like talking with it. And it's that whole
Yes.
no time to think, just what's
No
top of
time to
mind.
think.
What's top of
Yes.
mind. Don't
Yes.
think about what each part is, just speak. Um,
Yeah.
which is why I
Mhm.
really like the drama therapy, the archetypal role play stuff, because
Mhm.
it is
Mhm.
the spontaneity, unconscious mind, whatever you want to call it,
Mhm.
um,
Mhm.
that just helps you access something that you would not figure out by planning.
No, you wouldn't. Yeah, and I think talking to the monster in you was a really great example for listeners of how quickly a part of you that is in so much distress, taking up the mic, scaring you, bringing you pain, bringing you anxiety, how quickly a part of you can just almost become a peaceful
Yeah.
instigator of like healing. It was so fast that the monster in you and the monster in the monster in you were just like, we just want to be heard. And honestly, we both deeply apologize for the things we've been saying. And that was
And I
so fast.
It's also it's so valuable too because I could have kept playing the monster, but I could tell that like Olivia wanted to say stuff and to have
Yeah.
somebody else play that role and probably provide things that I would not have said was
Yeah.
so beneficial to be like, "Oh, I see." Because Olivia's monster was still like a little like defensive and like whatever, but
Yeah.
Caitlin picked up on like this underlying thing of just the
Hmm.
sadness and
Hmm.
yeah.
I thought one of the most interesting things that like sticks out to me was the idea of the main monster in Olivia, not the monster in the monster, but the bigger monster wanted a dad that was strong enough to hold it, so it couldn't move, but also loving enough to offer it structure. I thought it was interesting because I feel like we usually think of like a really angry teenager in a fetal position who has like violent history as oh, they need their mom. They need like a soothing. But I thought that was so interesting of like I want someone to hold me and see me, but also that my body knows I can't fight anymore.
Hmm.
Like that I submit to the strength of the person holding me.
Hmm.
So yeah, there was something about that, and that your emperor is so like warm and loving, but also very decisive. Like, like this
Thank
is what
God.
we're doing.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
yeah,
We need more of
yeah.
those. We need somebody in
But
here.
yeah, I feel like this episode also shows the beauty of developing multiple parts because we just like tapped into your emperor and there he was, and you have like an image of him and some level of development around him.
Yeah.
So it just was like, okay, he's coming on board, he's gonna talk.
Mhm. It's so funny because we've started to create a language for ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
and it continues to
Mm-hmm.
develop. And now I'm sure the monster will show up in other sessions, like with each
Yeah.
sessions, recordings with each other,
Mm-hmm.
in
Mm-hmm.
our schools and
Yeah,
our
I
camp.
was thinking what card could the monster be, and this is what I was thinking, because look at
Mm.
this. I'm so excited to show you this. So the devil in the major arcana is the lovers, but turned grim. So there's still like Raphael is replaced by the devil, and then the lovers are still a man and a woman, but they are like chained to each other.
That is
So I
so
was,
wild.
yes, so look at this duality.
Yeah, and that it just like happened like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, so there was something about, and I mean, another kind of monstrous card is the death card. And this is what the death card looks like. It's
Mm.
yeah. So, but anyway,
I
it's
think that
interesting how do you let the mediator be the devil or do you let the mediator be an angel? You
yeah,
know?
and I also like oh man, so many thoughts. But that you and I are trained enough to uh, go with the whim of changing our mind or saying what's on our mind of like, I want to be me right now. I want to switch. I want to
Yeah.
serve and just going with that. Um,
Yeah, that was really nice. I feel like because what we played like four parts in
so
your
many.
half of it. So it was the Emperor and Olivia, the big monster in Olivia, the monster inside of the monster of Olivia, and then
Olivia.
Olivia. Yeah.
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 Look at us go.
Yeah, it was great. But yeah, essentially, like, I think the more afraid we are of our pain, we become much more likely to act upon our pain in ways that we regret. And
Mhm.
the most extreme version of that is ending your life.
Mhm.
To
And
me,
today,
suicide is, sorry, go
oh,
ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead, please.
To me, suicide is like trying to solve the problem of being in so much pain by ending your life when there are so many moments before reaching that point where something could intervene to help hold a container for that pain
Mhm.
without it having to be translated into, I am literally going to end my life.
Yes.
And I hope for anyone out there experiencing suicidal ideation that there's some container in this episode of the monster within the monster, and that the pain is just really trying to talk and say, acknowledge me.
Yeah. I'm thinking about the ways that I've been trying to cope, and some of them more effective than others. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
and one of the first things I did was sing karaoke because that used my body and my
yeah,
voice. Um,
yes.
and then
Mm,
it's communicating with people, talking with people, not isolating.
mm-hmm,
And then this, which is just
mm-hmm.
so nice.
It's so nice.
It's so
Yeah.
nice. I know you have a session, so
Yeah, I have to
you can
go,
have fun.
but Thank you to everyone for listening. So today we did a double episode. The first was the lovers and Caitlin, and the second one was the monster and Olivia. And we're happy. Oh, I love that. I was just thinking of Lady Gaga, Little Monsters. But yeah, actually, Lady Gaga is a great example of channeling darker parts of yourself and making them into art.
Also,
That's
I love for somebody to go back to the beginning of these episodes and notice a change in the way I'm speaking. I mean, it's still like low living,
yes.
but like it just there is a
Oh,
lighterness,
your
I think.
body language is. There was actually a moment when you turned on the light where I was like, we shed light on her monster now. She's turning on the light in the room.
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, so we're happy to be with you all. And to wrap up the monster episode, is there, listener, a monster in you? What would it want to say to you? Has it communicated being in pain in ways that have scared you? Are there ways you could translate the way it's communicated to you in pain that would actually bring you wisdom or a takeaway to take care of yourself or some sort of peace? So, how can you make peace with the monster inside of you? And part of the prompt of that is that the monster has always been with you and it always will be, which is part of the thing that Olivia was like, really? Come on. So, and I think
Still not
that's,
thrilled about it, but
yeah, yeah. And obviously, this doesn't blanketly apply to everyone's concept of a monster. So please,
right.
there's nuance to it. But I think most of us, the metaphor is most of us wish that pain would never occur again and would cease in perpetuity.
Yep.
So yeah.
Thanks,
But thank you,
Olivia.
Olivia. I will be excited to record with you again.
Yeah, take care. Bye now.
Okay. All right. Bye.